According to the Washington Post, millions of families are at risk of eviction. Countless thousands of others have had to file bankruptcies or endure foreclosures. I've been poring through newspapers ever since May of 2021 in hopes of finding word of programs that can help me. My searches have been unsuccessful because story after story, article after article have for the most part told a one-sided account. $46 billion worth of programs have risen to be the champion of certain people affected by this crisis, the tenant. I have rarely found anything in mainstream media that conveyed my side of the story. I am the small landlord. I haven't received rent for my property since March of 2020. The newspapers say it's because of the pandemic. I say it's due to a select group of people who have chosen to use what is happening in the world to get over on people like me. This is my story. Okay, y'all, I'm home. Got these heavy bags up the steps. So I need to get this life back together. And what I need to do, honestly, Tuesday, guys, you and I have a court date. We have a court date for the eviction, right? I have not received anything in the mail. I called them and they told me my date, but I haven't received any notice in the mail. So what we're going to go do right now is go out to my P.O. box to see if we got anything there telling us about the court date and all of that great stuff. All right, guys. So we are back. Like I said, on our way to the post office to check on my P.O. box. So how do I feel about the big day, Tuesday? Today is Saturday evening. It's 8 p.m. So I have Sunday and Monday to get all my stuff together. I'm just coming off a vacation. I'm just landing, getting in from the airport from Seattle, where we had taken a Alaskan cruise, which was so awesome. And I think it was so awesome that I was not on that cruise stressed out or worried about this upcoming situation. I'm going to call my advisor to figure out, I know I probably should have did a lot of this, but to figure out what other things I should bring to court to support my case. But I do have a lot of things. Of course, I have my lease. I have her notice of termination. I also have the water bill where they threatened to put a lien on my property because of non-payment of the utility bill, which is the tenant's responsibility. But if the tenant's not paying it, then it defaults to the landlord, and then they can do stuff like put a lien against the property. So I have, I did say her termination of her Section 8 voucher for breach of contracts. I have my notices that I gave her to give her a move out date. That way, you know, again, trying to let her help her. Like, listen, you can move out and we don't have to do an eviction. Eviction doesn't have to be on your record. But she chose not to. So we have those things. I also have all of my bank statements for the past, ever since January of 2020, showing the history of where January and February she paid, March, and from there forward, I got nothing except for $199 in July. It was either June or July. So I have those. And what was I going to say? Ooh, I'm not sure if I should have gotten. But the fact that I'm not in a forbearance, so I've been paying my mortgage. So we don't have mortgage forbearance on our side, nor do I want to do a forbearance because that messes with my financial health. And my options, my financial options. My home and my rental home all have the same mortgage lender. So, you know, you get something in one area, it affects my financial relationship in both areas, meaning my main home. If I want to refinance, if I want to do anything strategic with my property, that's a thing that's on my record, right? So yeah, I have all of the proof. I'm probably gonna also print out the text messages, correspondence for that past year or so. And then I had just remembered when I was talking to Jay, because I said, okay, she hadn't paid since March, and why everything was prolonged so much. I just remembered that because due to COVID, from March to July, I was actually living in Miami, and I wasn't home to check mail. Though I had somebody who would send me my mail twice, and her mail was never in it. But before then, I wasn't really checking for the rent so much because I was away. And then when the mail was sent to me, I realized the rent wasn't there. And then that's when I reached out to her, and she says, oh, I sent it. Oh, it must get lost. But she only said for March. She didn't say she sent March, April, May, June, and July. It was just March. We were going back and forth on March. And then after March, it was, oh, but then this happened. Oh, but that happened. But nothing was ever said about, oh, I lost my job, or oh, COVID. Nothing. It was family problems and problems with her kids and you know, just a bunch of stuff that had nothing to do with nothing. So yeah, so I think that's why all of that was prolonged so much, because I wasn't home, and I was giving her the benefit of the doubt that when she said it was in the mail, that it was in the mail, but it was not in the mail. Yeah. So I don't feel nervous. I don't feel anything, really. I do feel like I probably want to get a rental car to go out to the court date. Only because I don't want anybody tampering with my car. I don't know what I'm dealing with. I thought I knew this person, but I really don't. So I don't know what I'm dealing with on that side. And the reason why she went away was for tampering with a neighbor's car. And they was not having that, and they put her away for 3 months. Yeah. I didn't think she tampered with the car. There wasn't any hardcore proof that she tampered with the car. But now the way this woman is acting, I don't know. I don't know. So I'm thinking, you know, going down there in a car that is not recognizable as mine may be the way to go. So we'll see. But in the meantime, let's get to this post office and see if I received any, what's that word called? Not notifications, correspondence. Let's see if I received any correspondence in the mail. I haven't received anything at my house mail, so let's check that, because that is the address that's used for the court case. All right, y'all, we are here at the post office, and I got somebody else's check in the mail once again from somebody paying their rent to the wrong person, not me. So I just put it right back in the mailbox, because I realized it's not even my P.O. box number. It's one number off, but for some reason I've been getting these things. Now I got 2 things. I'm trying to see, dang, they don't stamp mail the way they used to let you know, because I want to open the one that came first. So this one says, there's no date. But I got 2 things from the court, so let's see. Let's see, y'all. Okay, 8/24, the court has scheduled a proceeding for the case named above, me versus her. Trial special proceeding, 9 a.m. in courtroom 2. Courtroom assignments are subject to change. Check docket board for verification of case location upon arrival to court. If you are not represented by an attorney, you may seek assistance through mail in court self-help centers. Help is available by phone, live chat, or at walk-in centers. Yep, so so these are both of those basically saying that. Now let's open up the next piece of mail, because I did file 2 cases, so I wonder if it's basically the okay, so this one is awesome. This is the one that's saying she has been served. Ha! So this one was dated August 10th, and she was served on August 9th. Okay, boo. So that was, I think I paid $40 for her to be served by the sheriff's office. So, okay, so that was just confirmation that she's been served. And so basically that lets her know she gets to show up at court and say whatever she want to say. And like I said, I had given her until July 31st to move out, which y'all already know the situation. And that was the 30-day notice, because in our county, give them 30-day notice, right? Even though she was in breach of contract, meaning that even with the breach, she was not entitled to 30 days. But y'all already know. Y'all already know, even though some of y'all don't agree. A lot of y'all are like, But I just try to do everything that I could possibly do to have a clear conscience and to know that I did everything that I could do for this person. And when I go to court, I'm not sure if the judge is going to try to say, hey, we got some programs, you know, the programs that pay rent. Not interested in any of it, because remember, I did try to get her help with a program that said they could help her, and she refused. So at this point, this person is just playing with me. And at this point, I feel like I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel safe. And any of that, having her as a tenant, because as a landlord, this means that you got to go into the property to fix things. You have to go into the property to inspect things. I don't feel safe or comfortable with this person in my property. And I feel that with her nature, what she's showing herself to be, she could purposely be in that place breaking things just so that I will have to keep fixing things for her, right? Not interested. I want her removed from my property. The relationship is no longer a healthy, viable, or professional relationship. March of 2020, no rent. It is now the end of August, so it's about to be September of 2021. Girl, bye.